What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. Today I had a fun idea for some Protoss ladder. I want to pretend to cheese, make my opponents incredibly scared, and then secretly expand somewhere else. Now, technically you could do this challenge with every race, but with Protoss I thought it would be, well, the most fun and the best, because we have recall, we have warpins, all the kind of good stuff that makes it even stronger. And of course, everyone is freaking terrified of Protoss cheese. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's begin. All right, the first game of the day is against a Protoss. Now, doing this against Protoss is difficult. Not necessarily because there's no possibility, but because Protoss players tend to cheese me as well. So it gets kind of weird if I try to fake them out, because it just makes my build inefficient and then I die to their cheese, you know? But I don't know, maybe we got a nice honorable macro player here who we're definitely going to be able to fake out. Now, faking out someone in PvP is actually not that difficult. The problem is that it's more common, so they might actually see through it and scout my hidden expansion, right? So, first things first, I think there's two parts to faking it. First of all, we need to just hide our pylons. I think that's the main thing that you look for, right? If you scout a Protoss base, what you want to do, if you're very, very tryhard, and I'm not kidding, some of you guys are going to be surprised by me saying this. If you're very tryhard, what you can do is you can count the probes. And if there's one extra probe missing, you already know it's a proxy. I am not tryhard enough to count probes, so what I do personally is I just check for pylons, right? If the second pylon is not there, you know it's probably built in a proxy location. So we're going to hide our second pylon. I have a theory, and I'm going to say this very carefully because I'm kind of scared. I feel like I should proxy my second pylon in a semi-obvious location. And, ooh. Oh, we're going up against a one-gate expand. Oh, wait, this could be... This is awesome, actually. Huh. Okay, now I'm getting excited. Let me explain my entire thought process before you guys get confused. I'm already confused myself, so I'll do my best. So I wanted to proxy my pylon a little more obviously, like this. Because if they find the proxy pylon, they are not gonna be looking for the proxy nexus. That's the idea behind it, right? Now this guy is one gate expanding, so this is gonna give me a lot more opportunities to fake it out. Stalkers or Adepts, what are we gonna do here, guys? I do want to expand on a decent time. I think we're going to go for... Actually, double chrono on the Stalkers. Normally that's a little crazy, but I like it. Yeah, I'm going to go for a double chrono on the Stalkers. Gonna make a pylon over here as well. Now, there's always a chance that they scout the Nexus before the pylon, but I really try to just... Exactly, okay, good. I tried to just put it right there so they wouldn't look any further. It's kind of funny that it actually worked out like that. Now, I'm gonna get supply blocked by that, but it's not the biggest deal ever. Because I'm just gonna make my Nexus, and I don't think I really want to make more gateway units after this. I think what I want to do here, guys, is I want to make a Nexus, make a Twilight Council, and then just play Blink. And my opponent's gonna be scared. Stop. Okay. My opponent's going to be scared that I'm going to go for some kind of Stalker all-in and make a lot of Void Rays. That's the idea. Okay, so he is indeed expanding over here. Now I can start the Nexus. He's going to start making batteries. I'll kill that one right away. The scariest thing that I could go up against is probably a Robo, actually. Oh, maybe I can kill this. I can kill that. Oh, he was kind of crazy with that. Oh, and he missed the force fields. Fantastic start. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to... This is so funny. If I was cheesing him, I might... Unless he's playing Robo, I think I would be able to end the game, to be honest. But, I mean, that's okay. Obviously, that was not the plan. Can I get that Stalker? Oh, that was bad by me. I thought it was dead already. Why is he coming back, you psychopath? Oh my god, I could have killed that, I think. Oh, man. I thought I killed it already. That's why I backed off so fast. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be Void Ray. If this is not Void Ray, this guy is kind of crazy. Let's see if I can one-shot these probes. There we go, that's nice. Okay, might as well kill these Neil batteries, I guess. Okay, so he did go for the Immortal. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do something freaking nuts here, guys. I'm gonna go for Charge Archon. Like, this is legit something that you just don't do. Okay, you would go for Blink, or you would go for all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go for Charge Archon right away. This guy still thinks he's getting cheesed. At this point, he might suspect that I'm not actually attacking him. And now we have, I want to say, probably a similar economy to the opponent. Is that, well, He should have more probes, but I don't know if he was making them all the time. That's the thing. Okay, that guy definitely wants to try and force field me. Yeah, let's see. Should I start warping in already? No, I'm actually going to go for a couple more gates. You know, every time I do this kind of strategies in PvP where I just do something absolutely insane, it's really funny to me because they often feel pretty good. And I feel like they really shouldn't, but they do. I think I'm going to take this base next over here. Like, for example, right now, my opponent is making Immortals, and I'm going up to 6-gate charge Archon already, and I have an expansion. And, like, you might think that the early game was insane for me, but if you go up against a 1-gate expansion and you don't kill that much, it's not actually that fantastic. Okay, now he should 100% know that I do have a hidden expansion. He just... Okay, guys, come on. This is how well this is so good. He left because he just knows how hard he got freaking owned. Look at this from his POV. My opponent, right? He has 1 gate and a robo. He made 3 batteries. Actually, I think he made 4. I'm pretty sure I killed one. Or maybe he canceled one. I'm not sure. And then he flies into my base and sees I have 6 gate and a Templar Archives and charge. Actually, wait, did he even scout my natural with this Phoenix? I think he did, right? Let's see. Okay, so he sees the natural. He thinks I'm 1 base all-inning. He warps in more units. He makes gateways instead of tech. And then he sees everything I have. He instantly realized I had a hidden expansion. This was fantastic, guys. We absolutely obliterated him. And the funny part about this is very meta that I'm about to tell you, but it is very funny, is that this guy plays my 1-gate expand build. Pretty much no one plays 1-gate expand into Robo. They all play Stargate because they get the Oracle, they get the Void Race, right? I always play 1-gate expand Robo because people don't do strategies like this. They just see a 1-gate expand and they all in. And that's where it's fantastic. But my build destroys this so hard that now I'm unsure of doing my own build. I mean, I kind of doubt people are going to copy whatever I did here, but this was such a ridiculously hard counter. In fact, it was such a hard counter that my opponent just left at the side of my base, which was beautiful. Fantastic warm-up game. Let's keep it going. All right, game number 2 is against a Zerg player on Incorporeal. Now, against Zerg, this is also going to be a little complicated because there is not really a cheese on one... I mean, I guess you can cannon rush. I could... Okay, there's one strategy that I just thought of. I could cannon rush and pretend to do the all-in version, but then take a hit. And actually, I kind of like that idea. But then also, I would be, like, actually cheesing if I did that. So maybe that doesn't entirely work for this challenge. Yeah, it's not easy because against Zerg, yeah, 1-base cheeses don't really exist. Even cannon rushing is not very popular anymore these days. I virtually never see it in high-level games, I believe. So, we're gonna have to figure this one out. I guess the smartest thing to do would be to play some kind of 2-base mind game with a hidden third. But the scary thing there for me is that I think it's very likely that they don't even scout the fact that it looks like I'm doing something cheeky. You know, I feel like if you're good at Zerg, you're typically good at making drones because that's mostly what Zerg is about. You make as many drones as you can, and then you get ahead and you make 1,000,000 units and you kill the guy. So if I'm doing an inefficient build order, and then they don't scout that I'm trying to mind game them and they have 1,000,000 units, I'm not going to be very happy. But we'll see. I mean, there's always a chance that we can make it happen, of course. You know, I could do... Didn't I do something like that in one of my other episodes? I was thinking... Oh no, I talked about it, right. We played against a Zerg. I don't remember which game it was. And I talked about doing a build where you would go for Tempest and only make 2 and just use them to one-shot drones. I think that is the build I want to go for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Tempest. Make my opponent think that I'm hyper cheesy. But then I'll just make 1 or 2. Probably 2. I think that would be more efficient. Have a hidden expansion behind it. And while they're thinking that I'm, you know, spending all my resources on making Tempest, maybe do a blink all-in follow-up or something more common, I just have a hidden expansion. The problem there is that I don't know what I would do to make use of that, like to capitalize on it, but I guess we'll see. I mean, this really all sounds like rocket science. Probably not just to you guys, also to me, by the way. Like, I have no freaking idea how I'm gonna play this yet. But we'll see, guys. We'll see, okay? If I try to figure this all now in my head, I'm afraid it's gonna explode, so let's not do that. I could go for 1 Oracle and then straight into Tempest. That way I spend the least amount of resources. 2 Adepts would be nice. Okay, hear me out. If I'm going to go for a hidden base, I don't need to keep my adepts alive. That makes sense, right? So normally what you do is you make one oracle, and then you take a third. You have a couple of adepts, one here, two here, and then you can easily take your third base. Since I don't want to take the third base, I guess I can just sacrifice my adept for drone kills. To me, that makes sense. I mean, tell me if it doesn't to you guys, but to me, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, get you over here. Let's see. Guys, 4 circlings as expected, of course. Stargate is going to finish already. I think I need the second gateway. Yeah, that checks out. We're going to go for the second gateway. Stalker is going to be able to attack that. And then we're going to YOLO in with these 2 adepts. Probably get this creep tumor as well while we're at it. Oh, he was a little distracted. Then I'm going to go straight in here. Try to target down as many drones as I can. Ooh, a little bit of a misstep by me. Let's see, maybe I can get this drone. No, barely not. Give me that drone. I want a drone. I can actually escape with this one. Oh, speed finished pretty early. Maybe I'll get that one drone. No, he was too good. Hate it when my opponents know how to play. Isn't it just freaking annoying, guys? Okay, I'm gonna recharge this. And then I have the perfect amount of resources for a fleet beacon. I think what I need to do is actually get these 2 gases as fake. Because if I don't, it's not convincing enough, I believe. Also, keep in mind, I'm literally taking my opponent's 4th base. So it's very likely he's going to scout it pretty fast. Literally just by taking his base, I think. I mean, we'll see. Okay, no, it's going to finish in time. Actually, I can go past this. He probably didn't expect me to be this YOLO. There we go. Don't want to lose this guy, though. So I'm going to have to do some good movement here. Go in between, because there's queens over there. Then we get this base. And our build actually looks pretty good, I have to say. Really does look pretty good over here. Maybe I should make a battery already. I think that's all right. We make a Tempest. My opponent does have this base. Yeah, this is the scary part. Actually, wait, that's a cool idea. I can park my Oracle over here. So, okay, look at the... What are you doing? Oh my god. That was very scary. So he doesn't want to send a drone there, right? I think that makes a little sense to do. Okay, and then we're gonna start spamming gateways like crazy. Got my Tempest on the way. First one is probably gonna go towards the main, I think. That makes sense. Let's get 2 extra dudes already. God, this is so funny to me. I have a base right there. Yeah, let's see if I can go in here. Probably has his queens ready if I had to guess. Oh, man, this guy's crazy. He's playing without freaking... spore crawlers. If I made more adepts, this guy would have been forked. Or just any units. Or sorry, more oracles, I meant. Okay, then we go for charge. I'm gonna go for a million. Actually, we're gonna go for blink instead. Never mind. Go for blink. Million gates. First Tempest is out. We're gonna send that towards the main base, of course. Second one is gonna go there. And then it's time for the... It's actually the wrong base I recalled from, but that's okay. Here we go. And now we have 3 saturated bases and 2 Tempest. The Oracle's protecting my base, but he has no idea that it is protecting my base. And now we can do this, look. Actually, the Queen can probably reach that, annoyingly enough. This is so cool, actually. Yeah, I think Queens can reach this. No, I used my recall! Okay, I'm actually the dumbest person ever. Of course I use my recall. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's just... Happens to the best, guys. Okay. What can I say? Actually, I can force with a couple of those links in. Not too bad. Wait, he was actually... Yeah, this guy was hella scared. Look at this. He basically made a whole freaking army. That is hilarious. My build worked so well. Let's see. There we go. Gonna go for a really good... I mean, he's losing... He doesn't realize I'm a fully saturated third base. He thinks what he's doing is okay, but he's losing so much stuff. And I'm gonna hit him with a killer follow-up here. I wonder how many drones he actually has. Oh, yeah, wait. Guys, no, it's gonna be so good. You guys don't know it yet, but I know it. This guy is saving all of his gas because he wants to make a lot of corruptors because he thinks I'm committing to the Tempest. But then I'm gonna hit him with all the Blink Stalkers and I didn't even make that many Tempest. I made 2. And another one. Dude, the drone kills are actually awesome on this. Holy... Okay, do I wait? I think we wait for a bit more. I'm gonna chrono boost these. I'm actually gonna revelate the creep here. So I can stop being bothered by that. There we go. And the corruptors are gonna show up pretty soon. And then we're just gonna hit him. No, you're not doing that, my friend. Dude, my position actually worked so well. Okay, outside of that absolutely negative IQ attempted recall on the Tempest in the bottom right corner. This has been a pretty good freaking game, I have to say. Like, very well executed. And if I'm right, this guy is just about to die because he's making freaking corruptors. He's gonna see stalkers appear from this side and he's gonna be like, am I on crack? How the heck did it just happen? Okay, no, he doesn't have a unit. I don't think he has a unit. He has, okay, how many Zerglings is that? Like 20? I swear, he's making 5,000 corruptors right now. He's taking 5 bases because he thinks I'm playing some kind of air tools. Yeah, look at this. He has absolutely nothing, guys. He didn't go for corruptors, but he made 80 drones. That's what he did. This is so good, guys. Come on, guys. Isn't this just the greatest thing ever? Oh, it worked so well. I'm so happy with this one. Let me make sure to target that freaking Hydra before it one-shots all of my Stalkers. I'm just gonna keep blinking on top of the Hydras. It's a pretty good way to go about it, by the way, because Hydras are proper glass cannons. And this guy is gonna rewind, and he's gonna be very upsetty spaghetti. This base, how is it possible that we were able to mine from this all this time? That is so disgusting, actually. Look at this. He checked my third base. There's no third base. I'm really surprised he went for the Hydra then instead of the Spire, by the way. Let me just quickly check if he... Okay, so his lair was kind of late. And then at this point, maybe because he killed one Tempest already, he decided, okay, this guy's probably not making that many Tempests. I'm not going to go for a Spire. I think that's what he did. It's very risky, honestly, because even from one Stargate, if I kept making Tempest, he would have had a very hard time with just his Queens, because Hydras can't really reach them very easily. Then again, I guess he was relying on creep, so I can kind of see his moves. But yeah, he went for roach speed. He threw away a lot of units because he was sure I was playing some kind of air tools. Went up to 5 hatcheries, infestation pit, evolution chamber. And meanwhile, he's just getting all in with a hidden expansion. I have to say, his game plan really does not convince me here, because he neither did something that's particularly good against Skytos, and he also didn't do something that's particularly good against an all-in, right? Like, he was too economic to play against an all-in, and he didn't make a Spire, which would have been the best choice against Skytos. Maybe he's a guy that likes mass Hydras against Skytos, who knows, but I'm not entirely convinced. But so far, our strategies have been working perfectly. Let's play another one. Alright, game 3 is against a Terran. Here we go. The smile appears on his face as he gets ready to torture another poor Terran player. Now, what are we gonna... Oh, there's just so many options, guys. I could go for a classic, which would just be... actually, I think I want to do that because I want to see how it plays out. I say it like it's going to be a boring strategy. It's really not going to be. What I want to do is... I guess I just need to make sure I get 2 gases on one base and to hide a pylon. And besides that, I don't really need to do a whole lot. Actually, this strategy it's going to be the most legit out of all of them. I do want to say I really like taking the base on my opponent's side of the map so far. And, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, the bases are in the corners, right, that I'm going to take. But still, I feel like this is his side of the map and this is on my side, right? More likely, I would take that base than he would, so that makes sense. Yeah, I think I don't need much more than that. And then I should probably go for Blink after. I mean, there's a bunch of options. You could go Stargate, you could go Blink, you could go DTs, and you can go for Charge. Charge would be good against tank pushes. DTs would be good against anything without a Raven, I suppose. Let's see if we can find something suspicious here. I kind of want to know if he's playing double gas. I'm going to send out an extra probe already. One thing that would be smart to do is to not even mine extra gas. Wait, oh, that's even better. I'm gonna steal his gas so he gets scared. Oh, this is good. This is the good stuff, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I do need a pylon already. Should I just make it here? Or do I just skip it? I do need a pylon. Yeah, I'll just make it here. Why not? I kind of wanted to semi-proxy the pylon and then make a Twilight Council next to it. Hey, look, this is so annoying. He's gonna try to kill the gas, but then my probe is gonna be here harassing him until the end of time. Now, the sad part for me is that he's not actually scouting me. So this is going to be, well, it's gonna be hard to mind game him, that is for sure. This is actually cool. One trick I can give you guys is if you play against Marine first, you don't even really have to make a unit if you don't want to. I mean, he doesn't have a Reaper, so I don't need anything to defend. Look at this. He's so busy killing this gas that he's still getting tortured. And now he has this SCV and he's gonna have to pull another one too. Oh, poor guy. Oh, man. Dude, if I only took this gas and just played normal besides that, this would be... Oh, are you sure about this? Oh, that was close. This would be torturous enough. You know, this would already be enough damage, really. I guess I should be chrono boosting my workers instead. Let me fix my camera locations. Now I still can. Oh, that gas is going to die. I guess I should send this across as well, actually. Because he doesn't have a bunker yet. And his SCVs are so low HP, he's not going to want to make a bunker. Let's, yeah, I'm going to chrono boost this blink right now. Here we go. Marine is going to finally come downstairs, I would imagine. Or he's scared, which I can also totally get, by the way. He probably knows that a gateway unit's on the way already. Gonna go for a double gate. If I was him, I would be making a cyclone, actually. So that's probably what it's gonna be. Oh, did I see it? I saw it. Can I save that, actually? I think it's barely gonna be saved, right? But I'm not gonna be able to recall probes to that nexus now, which is kind of painful, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. Just gotta make sure to make a pylon here, really. And I'm gonna send my stalkers to the middle of the map. Dude, I'm so tempted to transfer workers anyway. But realistically, I should just be taking another hidden base, I think. Now, what I'm curious about is whether I can play this without detection. Because if I can... Okay, now he sees I don't have a base. Oh, wait, that's so funny. Now he thinks the hidden base is there. That's actually glorious. I can't believe he just YOLO sent it across, by the way. Dude, this is so funny because the mind games here are just freaking triple layered. Now, since I know where his Cyclone is, there's a chance that he is playing a double Cyclone, of course, in that case. Oh no, he's playing Widow Mine. Oh, that is painful for Mr. Guy. He's gonna lose all these Marines. Like, his Cyclone's gonna take a while to come back home. Look at this. Oh, man. I am the most torturous Protoss player ever. I'm the nightmare of every single Terran on this Earth, I think. Besides the good ones. Sounds kind of rude to my opponent here, of course. Not meant that way. Might as well get some good... Like, the Cyclone takes a lot of damage from this. Not gonna die. But he's gonna have to repair that fully, which is painful. Now, I was able to transfer a lot of my... Actually, maybe we should make a battery in case... Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make battery in case it is Banshee. Then I still have some time in case he has Cloak, right? Make a Robo after. Okay, so now I have Blink. I kind of feel like I should be going for a DT Shrine as well at this point. Let's see what I can find. I would imagine he's going across the map. No, he's still here. Okay, here we go. Gonna kill a couple work. I mean, if he stays around, we're gonna kill that Cyclone. Exactly. Massive. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I do suspect that it is Banshee, but I'm just really enjoying my stupid gameplay right now. Let's see, how many Widow Mines is that? A couple. Okay. That's not gonna shoot, I think. Yeah. Normally what you want to do with Widow Mines is you don't want them to fire that fast. Like right now, he just let them fire, and now I can actually just kill them. I don't think he played that very well, sadly for him. Let's see. I'm on 5 bases already. I think he expects me to be on 2 bases. Like, he definitely knows I have a hidden expansion somewhere. I think. I would imagine, right? Otherwise, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do something a little insane. Yeah, that was too insane for my own good. Well, yeah, it's 3 Stalkers, right? Yeah, it's fine. Killing a tank is always nice, actually. What is the follow-up here, guys? Definitely go for some extra gates, right? My gates are quite late already. Okay, so we know that Mr. Guy has a Raven, right? That doesn't mean that DTs are bad. That simply means that we have to send the DTs where the Raven is not. I know that sounds very simple, but think about it. It's a really simple distinction. Like, sometimes when I deal with cloaked units, a lot of you guys would say, why didn't he simply make a Raven? Well, a Raven is a slow unit that costs a lot of gas, that takes up starport time, and it can only detect a very small portion of the map, right? So we can still just send our cloaked units where the Raven isn't, and that's going to be very annoying for him to deal with. Now, what's going to be nice for me to do is take the base there, because he scouted that with his Cyclone, I'm sure, at least based on the path the Cyclone was taking. I don't want to wall off my base completely. So now I can take it, and then he's going to be sure I don't have it for most of the game, probably. I'm going to go up to 10 gates. The reason why I'm making so many is simply because this is going to be a very chaotic game. Like, he's going to move out at some point, probably. And I am not going to want to fight him at all, right? I'm just going to want to run around whatever the heck he's doing. And then I can use a lot of the extra gates, I think, to slowly get more units. Not necessarily about getting as many units fast, else I would be warping in all this time. I'm going to make another DT. That one is going to go in front. And this way, I will have a nice spread of DTs to send into his base when the time comes. Oh, maybe I should have targeted that Raven at the cost of a couple Stalkers. Would have been a pretty good idea, to be honest. Maybe I should have gone for it. I'm still going to try. He might be sieged up here, but let's see. Maybe I can force him to stim at some point. That would be great. I'm just going to be warping in a million Zealots in random bases across the map. Oh, I should have gotten armor upgrades, by the way. That would have been better for the mass Zealot play. I mean, I'm on 4 bases. My economy is really not so bad. Okay, my opponent's playing a bit of a passive game, which is a little annoying. Gonna make a Robo for a Prism later on. Let's see if I can sneak a couple worker kills here. Oh, actually, this is going to be a nice combo. He's going to pull the Raven over here. Because he just used his scan energy, as you can see. Did he make a turret? Oh, he made a turret too. Okay, this guy, he was scared. He was definitely scared of my That's kind of crazy, by the way. Did he scan my base that I didn't see? Making that many turrets when you already have a Raven and you're not even moving out, he was pretty paranoid. I mean, I would also be paranoid playing against someone who's playing as dumb as I am. Let's be honest here, guys. We have to be honest with ourselves. But still. Now, which base do I take next? I guess probably this one. I'm just refusing to take my natural right now, which is kind of funny. Let's see, he's really sitting at home, which means I think the next step is going to be that Warp Prism into the main base. DT Blink, also a pretty good idea, but I need a lot of gas for that, and I don't have it yet. So do I really want to spend my money on that now? I don't think so. I think I just want a million gateways. I'm actually going to set up some reinforcement points. I'm going to send a probe to a different location, make gateways there. This is when Protoss feels nice to play, when you just get to do whatever the heck you want. But at some point, it's going to be different. That is for sure. I don't want to send that in there yet. Probably make a couple observers. Oh, he sees this now. He might as well... Oh, but I don't have gas for 1 DT even. That's quite something. Okay, let's get you in here. That guy's making a planetary there, so the Zealots are going to go into that base. Then I'm going to try to time this all at a good time. Make a gateway here too. Observer's gonna chill. He just used 4 auto turrets for that. That's kind of brutal. Like for his Raven energy, I meant. Oh, he was still chilling there. That's a bit unfortunate for me. I'm gonna go in here now. Does he have turrets? He does not have turrets. He might try and try to push that base as well at the same time. I'm gonna go forward now. Get this one over here. Gonna be a very nice trade here for me. Let's see if I can kill that engineering bay. Okay, gonna try focus down the SCVs. I need even more gateways, actually. Wait, that planetary is actually gonna die to the Zealots. That's kind of surprising to me somehow. I really didn't think it was... Oh, let me try to save that if I can. Here we go. We straight up killed that base. Okay, that Prism could have lived if I was a little better at the game, I think. Wait, his tanks are alone, right? I do think his tanks are alone. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. So let's just kill those tanks real quick. There we go. And then we can back off, start warping in more units all over the place. And even at this point, we still never really want to fight, by the way. Like, properly fight, I mean. Let's see, we're going to kill this bunker. Maybe you get a couple of dudes on the way out. Here we go. Okay. Let's see, I need some more gates. I think we're going to build the gates over here, actually. That sounds smarter to me. And this one is going to go into the main base again. More Zealots here. I would imagine there's a good chance he's actually moving out now. Yeah, he did indeed move out, is what I thought. Wait, if I kill this turret and then... Watch this, guys. The Raven's gonna die, I think. Yes. Oh, that is so perfect. Now, he does have Ghost for detection. They can EMP the DTs, of course. But it's gonna be just a lot harder for him to do. Let's see, I'm just gonna attack this base with these. I also have a warping into the main base, which is gonna be painful. Like, he's counter-attacking me, but... I mean, I have bases everywhere, and he does not. So that's gonna be pretty hard for him to deal with, I think. This base is absolutely cooked. I do need more gateways here, I think. Right? Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of reinforcements at some point. Here we go. Gonna warp more stuff into it. This guy, but this is the most depressing game ever for him. He does have good upgrades. Actually, he only has 1-1. Never mind. I thought he was gonna have great upgrades, but he didn't. Now, I guess I should also be making gateways over here. Because he's gonna kill most of my production. His entire being is cooked right now, right? His entire being is just absolutely dead. And we're gonna go over here. Oh, he actually killed that one barely. It's annoying. I'm gonna try to just see if I can do any kind of damage. He's gonna be good at... I tried to dodge an EMP with that, but it's not that easy. Here we go. Oh, wait, I can kill that command center. I don't know if he flew the other command centers. He probably did. My entire army is zealots right now, which is not necessarily the most efficient army ever. Wait, is this guy... This guy's pretty close to getting eliminated, you know? I imagine he would have saved that CC. Wait, is he gonna get eliminated, guys? Let's see. That is burning. Oh, I actually have 2 DTs here. I need some more pylons. Let's get some more pylons. Okay. If I can make sure all these buildings are burning... Oh, he has 1 command center over there. Yeah. I could make a Stargate and try to finish that as well. Okay, let's see. He's probably going to go to the bottom left now if I had to guess. I have 2 prisms, which are not particularly useful as of this moment. Let's see, he's going to kill this now. Let me just run away from there. Time for some more zealots. Okay, so this guy has no buildings. I guess I should just max out on zealots and then try to fight with... Yeah, zealots. I don't really have anything else. I'm also just going to take the base over here now. He is definitely going to try... oh, actually... Better idea to do it with this probe. He's going to try to kill bottom left now. Exactly. And we're just going to be hard chilling for a while. Oop. Before... Oh, no. I was going to say, let's warp it before we lose pylons. And just that moment, I did lose pylons. Let's see, I'll just activate this. Using the DTs right now is not a great idea, I think. I still didn't make enough pylons, right? No, I didn't. Need so freaking many. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Okay. DTs are going behind because if it's too obvious, he will just EMP them. That's the thing. Okay, so I do have a big army over here. Is it big enough? I guess we'll find out soon when we when it's surround time. I'm sure his army's like right here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. We're gonna warp in some more. Okay, I think it's time for a massive surround. Here we go. Mr. Zealot. Can Mr. Zealot do it, guys? That's the question. Just gonna make sure I target the medevacs. I think Mr. Zealot can do it, guys. Proto is such a great race, guys. GG is called. And he's gonna see that I have 4 Nexus buildings still. 10 supply left on the Terran side. And there we go. A beautiful day of StarCraft, about 30 minutes of absolute meme action, pretending to cheese and taking the other base. I don't even remember the games we played. I also had a couple games that... I had one game in particular against the Zerg that I didn't show because I'm not even kidding. I tried to mind game him and he didn't even scout the fact that I didn't have a natural. So it was like the most disappointing game ever. But the other games, they were all really fun. Sometimes the mind games work, sometimes they didn't. This game, it worked a bit later than expected. But all in all, a very fun challenge. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give a video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next video. Adios.